Welcome to SoGoodReviews.com and SleazyKVideo.com, and we are taking a look at The Vampire is Alive from Filmark and feeling confident about the market potential in hopping vampires, that featuring the majority of their own footage and actors and only little of the Thai Sauce movie starring Sorapong Chatri edited into their trademark cut and paste product, plus the appearance of the flimsy looking Robo Warrior from Robo Vampire. Filmark's Thomas Tang delivered The Vampire is Alive, aka Counter Destroyer, to the market and probably himself to laugh at and with. Thomas Tang and his Filmark believe in their product and are as much businessmen as they are genre fans. This is clear even several decades later. Their own technical direction here is sufficient, with haunted house tactics showcased decently, but it's never truly scary because of the lack of acting charisma in the western leads that Filmark probably found on the streets. But it scores high on the fun meter when you see somewhat poor to decent Mr. Vampire-esque energy staged and a Nightmare on Elm Street imagery ripped off, and it's especially fun when the connection to the Thai movie means we get a contrasting full-on genre vehicle here. Hopping vampires, horror, and what was probably formerly a hunt for gangsters, now a hunt for evil movie producers. In the Thai movie, that is, the plot of that. That all fits in one. Thomas Tang clearly felt it was worth to deliver something very Asian to foreign buyers, and it was probably a ballsy move that regardless tickled him first and foremost. And when you provide energetic fun and passion, that also can translate to sales. Being a businessman means taking risks too. The occasionally fun but lesser Thai footage never overstays its welcome though, and there's always a constant reminder of Filmark's joyous nonsense, such as Sun Chen as the once driver, now vampire beast, chasing the girls. Ninja vs. Limber hopping vampires are present. A wacky Taoist priest gets his head stuck in a bucket because he's wacky and stuff like that. And when deciding to, because they liked it so much and its flimsy design apparently, to all of a sudden introduce the robot warrior from Robo Vampire, but not the same dead cop character inhabiting him, you know for sure what you've known since the early frames, i.e. that the vampire is alive, lets loose, lets itself go in the most fun ways possible. And it might have been a flop on the buyer's market for Filmark, but goddammit, I'm sure Thomas Tang and crew were proud.